Today we will embark into a wonderful topic, the Civil Rights Movement. Welcome to our exploration of a pivotal era in American history that reshaped the nation's social and political landscape. This movement, spanning several decades, was a testament to the power of collective action and the unwavering pursuit of equality. At the forefront of this struggle stood Martin Luther King Jr., a name synonymous with the fight for civil rights. King's powerful oratory and nonviolent approach inspired millions and brought the movement's message to the national stage. His "I Have a Dream" speech, delivered during the March on Washington in 1963, remains an enduring symbol of hope and unity. Another influential figure in the movement was Jesse Jackson. Rising to prominence as a young leader, Jackson worked closely with King and later founded the Rainbow Push Coalition. His campaigns for economic and social justice extended the movement's reach, addressing issues beyond racial discrimination. No discussion of the civil rights movement would be complete without mentioning Rosa Parks. Her refusal to give up her bus seat to a white passenger in Montgomery, Alabama in 1955 sparked the Montgomery bus boycott. This act of defiance became a catalyst for the broader movement, demonstrating how individual courage could ignite widespread change. The movement's efforts culminated in landmark legislation, most notably the Civil Rights Act of 1964. This groundbreaking law prohibited discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. It was a monumental achievement that fundamentally altered the legal landscape of the United States. Among the lesser-known but equally important figures of the movement was Fannie Lou Hamer. Born into poverty in Mississippi, Hamer's journey into activism began at the age of 45. Despite facing violent discrimination, including a brutal assault for sitting in a whites-only restaurant, she persevered. Hamer dedicated her life to organizing voting registration campaigns, delivering powerful speeches, and creating economic opportunities for Black Americans. Her contributions extended beyond racial issues. In 1971, she helped establish the National Women's Political Caucus, an organization that continues to promote women's political participation today. The civil rights movement was not just about individual leaders. It was a collective effort that spanned decades and involved countless individuals across the nation. African Americans and their allies united in a struggle to end racial segregation, combat discrimination, and secure constitutional rights. The movement's primary focus was on ensuring voting rights and equal protection under the law for all Americans. Legal and legislative action played a crucial role in the movement's strategy. Activists worked tirelessly through the courts to challenge segregation and discrimination. They also advocated for strong federal legislation, which led to the passage of not only the Civil Rights Act of 1964, but also the Voting Rights Act of 1965. These laws were instrumental in dismantling the legal framework of segregation and discrimination. The movement was marked by numerous significant events that captured national attention. On November 14, 1960, 6-year-old Ruby Bridges made history as she became the first student to integrate William Frantz Elementary School in New Orleans. Escorted by 4 armed federal marshals, her brave actions inspired Norman Rockwell's iconic painting, The Problem We All Live With, in 1964. The following year, 1961, saw the rise of the Freedom Riders. These courageous black and white activists embarked on bus trips through the American South to protest segregated bus terminals. They attempted to use whites-only restrooms and lunch counters, facing horrific violence from white protesters. Despite the dangers, these actions drew international attention to their cause and highlighted the urgent need for change. A core objective of the civil rights movement was to dismantle the system of Jim Crow laws that enforced racial segregation in public facilities, education, and other areas of life. This fight for desegregation was not just about access to spaces. It was about challenging the very foundations of a society built on racial hierarchy. The movement grounded its appeals in the fundamental American principles of equality and liberty. Activists frequently invoked the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, arguing that the nation had failed to live up to its founding ideals. This approach resonated with many Americans and helped to frame the struggle for civil rights as a patriotic endeavor to fulfill the country's promise. Black fraternal orders and organizations played a significant role in supporting and advancing the movement. Groups like the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NACP, and the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC, provided crucial organizational support and leadership. The 9 founders of the Alpha Kappa Alpha, aka Sorority, Inc., were deeply committed to civil rights and social progress from the sorority's very beginning. Founded in 1908 at Howard University, a historically black university, AKA was created to serve and empower African American women at a time of intense racial and gender discrimination. The founders used the sorority to address the challenges faced by their community and work for racial uplift. Sororities and fraternities, often referred to by their Greek letter names, were also instrumental. Organizations like Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Inc., commonly known as Delta, mobilized their members and resources to support civil rights initiatives. These groups provided networks of educated and motivated individuals who could contribute to the movement's goals. Ethel Hedgeman Lyle. As the principal visionary, she gathered the other 8 women to form the sorority. She later helped found the West Philadelphia chapter of the League of Women Voters. Anna Easter Brown. She was an educator who later became a charter member of a graduate AKA chapter. Beulah Elizabeth Burke. She created the sorority's name, motto, and colors. A dedicated educator, she helped charter several graduate and undergraduate chapters. Lily E. Burke, a gifted educator and Greek scholar, she helped create the sorority's motto and was a charter member of a graduate chapter. Marjorie Hill, the first of the founders to pass away, she was an educator. Margaret Flagg Holmes. She helped write AKA's first constitution and bylaws and was an active member of the NAACP and YWCA. Lavinia Norman, an educator who presided over the first Ivy Day ceremony, she remained involved in the sorority throughout her long life. Lucy Diggs Slowe, an accomplished educator, she was AKA's first president. She was also the first black female dean of women at Howard University and a prominent tennis champion. Marie Woolfolk Taylor, she served as the first secretary of the Alpha chapter and worked as a social worker. The civil rights movement's impact extended far beyond its immediate legislative victories. It fundamentally changed American society, challenging long-held beliefs about race and equality. The legacy of the civil rights movement continues to shape American politics and society today. While significant progress has been made, many of the issues the movement sought to address, such as voting rights, economic inequality, and systemic racism, remain relevant in contemporary discussions about social justice. As we reflect on the civil rights movement, it's important to recognize both its achievements and the work that remains to be done. The courage and determination of those who fought for equality serve as an inspiration for ongoing efforts to create a more just and equitable society. The movement reminds us that change is possible through collective action, perseverance, and a commitment to justice. It challenges us to continue the work of those who came before, to address ongoing inequalities, and to strive for a nation that truly lives up to its ideals of liberty and justice for all. In conclusion, the civil rights movement stands as a testament to the power of grassroots organizing, nonviolent resistance, and the pursuit of justice. Its leaders, from Martin Luther King Jr. to lesser-known figures like Fannie Lou Hamer, exemplified courage in the face of adversity. As we move forward, let us honor their legacy by continuing to work towards a more equitable and inclusive society, ensuring that the dream of true equality becomes a reality for all Americans. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and share.